Good afternoon. My name is Augustine Jibono. My presentation today is on climate change and the maritime transportation. These are the major outlines. The general characteristics of ports and shipping, the contribution of emissions by maritime transportation, prevention measures, climate change factors, and the impacts in maritime transportation sectors. Adaptation measures. Maritime transportation, shipping, and the port. About 90% of world trade revolves around the maritime transportation sector. And over a total volume of nearly 9.6 billion tons of goods or cargo or anything shipping is from the maritime sector and being shipped in and around the world today. Around 50,000 merchant ships are registered in over 150 nations. Over 1 million seafarers are being involved in this trade. Over 5,000 ports are found today around the world. These are some of the major contributions of emissions by maritime transportation. One, the ports and international shipping. The sources of these pollutants are ocean-going and harbor vessels, and cargo handling equipment, locomotives. These are some of the importance of the contribution. In ports, shipping is the main source of emission, representing about 70% of total emission. The contribution from other sources, port traffic, can be higher depending on the country. Due to the difference in fuel regulations, it occurs in Latin America, Africa, Middle East, and North America. The shipping emission in ports represent 2% of total shipping emission. These are some of the contributions by maritime transportation. These are the impacts. How it affects us, how it affects the environment, how it affects everything around us. You talk of the climate change, you talk of the impacts on human health, you talk of the ocean acidification, the rising sea level and the other things around the ocean. These are some of the preventive measures. One, efficient and lowering emitting propulsion system. Two, clean fuels and alternative energy source. Three, ship design, structure, hull and machinery. Four, emission control technologies, after exhaust treatment, carbon captures and storage. Speed reduction, route selection, monitoring of weather and sailing conditions. Onshore power supply, environmentally friendly routes and taxation. Climate change factors, high temperature, rising sea levels, extreme weather events, hurricanes and storms, changes in key variables such as prevailing winds, waves, currents, and precipitation rates, changes in erosion, sedimentation, and patterns. These are more implications: prolonged interruption of operations at the terminals, damage of infrastructure, equipment, and cargo, increased cost of maintenance and repairs of port facilities, need for reconfiguration, elevation, and of operational areas such as docks, berths, piers, etc. Increased rates of corrosion, oxidation equipment, tanks, and pipelines. Greater risks of accidents on land and at sea. Higher risk of spills and accidents involving dangerous goods. Possibility of pollutant dispersion in the event that contaminated sites on land are affected by rising sea level. Increased sedimentation rate and the consequent increased need for dredging. Relocation and migration of people and businesses. Climate change enhances habitat disturbance, which facilitates the establishment of invasive species, changing sailing conditions, and potentially pose hazard to navigation, ship cargo, crew, and the environment. Rising temperature in the Arctic could open some new opportunities for shipping. Preventive measures. 1. Planning and development of activities and port infrastructure. For example, protective structures, preparation of warning and emergency response system. 2. Planning and zoning of space in the port areas. Relocation, redesign, construction of coastal protection schemes, leaves, seawalls, dikes, infrastructure elevation. Then insurance, integrate emergency evacuation procedures into operations, increase monitoring of infrastructure conditions, new design for sturdier ships. I think yeah, this is the end. Thank you.